Flowdash makes it incredibly easy to turn any database query into a full-blown internal application. Let's imagine we're a fintech company and we have a process for reviewing suspiciously large transactions. We're going to go ahead and build that in just a few minutes. Now, the first thing we'll want to do is create a new workflow called suspicion transactions. In our case, the information is stored in a MySQL database, so we'll go ahead and query transactions that are above a certain amount. Great. At this point, we'll import all of the columns returned by the query, and we'll set it to a 5-minute interval, meaning that every 5 minutes, if any new record in the database exists, a new Flowdash task will get created. Let's go ahead and import some data, and here it is. We have this workflow populated with all of our transactions matching that condition. At this point, we may want to customize a little bit the look and feel of this workflow. First, we'll hide a few columns that are not needed. And then one thing that's unique about Flowdash is every task here has a detailed page. So we'll go ahead and open one of these and we'll modify the layout. Now, what we really want to see when looking at one of these transactions are other potential transactions that may be interesting. For example, let's grab a table view and select all the most recent transactions from this particular user. Great. We'll call these user transactions. Similarly, we may want to be able to see all of the transactions that were done with this particular merchant in case, to make it easier to know if this is particularly out of the norm. So we'll select everything. Awesome. At this point, we have the current transaction, as well as some extra information that will be useful when making some decisions. Let's go ahead and save that. Great. Now that we have our transactions and a customized detail view, we can go ahead and define the process that people should go through for approving or rejecting a transaction. To keep things simple, we'll simply create 2 stages called approved or payment blocked. In reality, you can have a much more complex workflow involving different branching, different people getting assigned, and whatnot. But for this example, we'll keep it pretty simple. Now, in practice, when a payment is approved, this is where you would want the action to directly make an API call to your system so that the payment can actually be approved in your database. I won't go into details here, but it's possible. Next, we'll want to invite our team. Great. Now that everyone's in here, let's go add some automation to make our life easier. What we'll want to do is auto-assign tasks whenever a new one is added to Flowdash. So we'll go ahead and do it automatically here. And what we can do here is just automatically assign it between all team members. That will make it a lot easier to work on things without having to step on one another's toes. Finally, while we're here, we might as well send a Slack alert to our channel. From now on, whenever a new payment gets created, the Slack alert will get posted and one of the owners will get assigned. At this point, everything's set up. We can dive into each task and start approving or blocking payments as required. So just in a few minutes, we've taken a SQL query and turned it into a full-blown application that can make a difference for your business today. Thank you.